anybody that happens to be listening anyway. Some of you might know that I tried to do a broadcast on Monday and the technology just wasn't playing ball. And I've done a fair bit of work on it this week, and I think I've got it so that it will behave itself. But if you were able to put any comments just to say, yes, that's coming through, I can see them on the screen, although with a little difficulty and staring over to the left, but I could probably do that. Going to sing a selection of songs, some of my own, a couple of covers, but I'm going to start with a traditional one, which is a great song from what used to be Cumberland, now Cumbria. It sounds like it might be a true story if you dig into the history a little bit, because it was not unknown for German broom sellers to come over to this country and work their way around the country. So anyway, you can join in at home if you like. I won't be able to tell, you may be able to hear me, I can't hear you, but you could have a good old sing if you feel like it. I was a-travelling in the North Country, down by Kirby Stephen I hadn't for to be. As I was a-walking up and down the street, a pretty little by a broom I happened for to meet. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom led me astray. Kindly she invited me to go along the way. Yes was the answer to her that I did say. There was me with me music walking down the street, and her with a tambourine was beating hand and feet. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom led me astray. Straightway for Kendal we steered, her and I, over the White Mountain, the weather being dry. We each had a bottle filled up to the top, and whenever we were feeling dry we took a little drop. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom led me astray. Night coming onwards, good lodging we did find, eatables of all sorts and plenty of good wine. Good bed and blankets just for we two, and I rolled her in me arms with poison, wouldn't you do too? She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom that led me astray. Early the next morning we rode to go away. Went into the landlord to see what was to pay. 14 and sixpence just for we two, and a fiver on the table, oh my darling, then she threw. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom that led me astray. The reason that we parted you were now to hear. She set off for Germany so early the next year, and me not being willing to cross the raging sea. Oh, here's a health and to me by a broom wherever she may be. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom that led me astray. She was right, I was tight, everybody has their way. It was the lishing by a broom that led me astray. Thank you. Just going to check my messages and change guitar. With you in a minute. Good. Apparently I can be heard, which is great. This is a song that I wrote a few years ago because one of the things I really like to do is to watch detective programs on the telly, and I worked out they all have the same themes. So this song works at whatever level you choose. It's quite dark in one way, but in another way it's sort of a layout of all the tropes you find in detective drama, and you will never have to watch one again if you don't want to. I am the detective, my task will never cease. How else can the victim ever rest in peace? With the world in chaos, a killer on the run, I am the detective, my work is never done. If you get to know me, it happens every time. You become the victim or the author of a crime. I have the gift of tragedy, guess it is my curse. Think of me as Midas, only in reverse. Don't get too close to me, there's a hole where my heart should be. Taking only liberties, leaving nothing but debris. My bosses always tell me I'm on borrowed time. They would love to sack me, but I always crack the crime. Always playing fast and loose, hitting low and wide, and they need a renegade to reach the seamy side. My whole life is in free fall, the job is all I know. I hang out with the dispossessed, the lowest of the low. Everyone has history, I have more than my share. Don't pretend you know me, don't pretend you care. The things nobody wants to see always take their toll on me. Taking only liberties, leaving nothing but debris. And I can't stop now, this is what I do, but the price I've paid, if you only knew. I am the detective, my task will never cease. How else can the victim ever rest in peace? With the world in chaos, killer on the run, I am the detective, my work is never done. Thank you. Another change of guitar. Randy Newman wrote this song, I think in the 1960s, about, and it's called Louisiana 1927, so it was written about 40 years earlier. And then in 2005, Hurricane Katrina swept New Orleans, swept Louisiana, and gave this song a whole new relevancy and poignancy. So it's a great, great song, and I love singing it. So. What has happened down here is the winds of change. Clouds roll in from the north, it started to rain. Rain real hard, it rained for a real long time. 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline. River rose all day, river rose all night. Some people go lost in the flood, some people got away all right. River had busted through, cleared down a Plaquemine. 6 feet of water in the streets of of Evangeline. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away, wash us away. Louisiana, Louisiana, trying to wash us away, wash us away. President Coolidge came down on a railroad train with a little fat man with a notepad in his hand. President said, little fat man, ain't it a shame what the river has done to this poor cracker's land? Louisiana, Louisiana, trying to wash us away, wash us away. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away, wash us away, wash us away, wash us away. This is a recent acquisition. I decided after many years I would like a classical style guitar, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's great. I had one when I was in my teens. I had access to one, and I haven't played one for years. It's great if you're a fingerstyle player. The adaptation is pretty quick. So. Here's a song that I wrote a few years back, and it's really about my drug of choice, which is caffeine. But it's about family issues, and it's really an entirely made-up story. But I'm allowed to do that. If you write songs, you're allowed to invent characters. So here we go. Pour me a coffee, you can cut with a knife. I'm gonna drive all the night through. I've been ruffling feathers the whole of my life. Now there's something I'm gonna do. Family occasions led to humiliation, just seem to end in a fight. Coming out of the cold, back in the fold, gonna make everything right. This time I'm invited, I'm more than delighted. I can walk in with my head high. I'll be shaved, I'll be shriveled, the paths have been leveled, so I have every reason to try. Well, I want my head clear, so I'll stay off beam. My demons will be out of sight. Coming out of the cold, back in the fold, I'm gonna make everything right. I've been out of the loop, not part of the troop, out on the fringes so long. Out of mind, out of sight, out of the light, better by far to belong. So pour me a coffee to keep me awake. I have bridges to cross, bridges to build, and one or two bridges to burn. Well, I mean to be early, they'll say that at first. I'm gonna drive through the night, coming out of the cold, back in the fold. I'm gonna make everything right, coming out of the cold, back in the fold. I'm gonna make everything right. Another quick guitar swap. This is a little high-strung D to D guitar, which is great because it allows you to sing in a lower register and have the guitar coming in over the top, which is fantastic. This is a song I wrote when I was preparing to go to New York about 2.5 years ago now. We'd planned, my son and I were planning to go to the Metropolitan Opera because I thought it would be too good a chance to miss while I was there. And so I went on the site to book the tickets and saw that, in actual fact, two things about the Met which make it very accessible. There's an awful lot of philanthropic money goes into supporting the Met, but the tickets are very reasonably priced and there is no dress code, so there's nothing to stop people going. So it set me thinking. So that's what this song is about. It's only $30 for a ticket to the Met. When it comes to opera, it's the finest you can get. I'll work a bit of overtime for the money that I need to see Joyce Donato singing in the lead. Oh, I'm one face among thousands, I see her when I can. Shame she doesn't realize I'm her biggest fan. When the story's heroine takes her tragic fall, Joyce lives on immortal, stronger than us all. Well, the women in the office, they ask me if I date. They think I'm a bit obsessed, I guess I'll have to wait. They want my full attention, I don't have a choice. Anyone that's with me must leave room for choice. Please don't tell me what it means, don't take me behind the scenes. I know folks already that have feet of clay. Overture and dim the lights, secret loves and saber fights are the things that give me wings, carry me away. It's the same in each libretto, there's only one device. The man commits the folly, the woman pays the price. If there's a road to heaven, I haven't found it yet. But it's only $30 for a ticket to the Met. Only $30 for a ticket to the Met. Thank you. Coming up to my last one now, so it's going to be another change of guitar. If any of you are guitarists, the reason you can't work out what the chord shapes are on the first song and this last one is because I'm not in a standard tuning. I'm in E-A-E, sorry, E-A-D, E-A-E, which is impossible to pronounce. If it had been easier to pronounce, it would have been as popular as Dadgad. But in my view, it's a nicer tuning than Dadgad. But that's just for you geeks out there. For everybody else, this is a song by Tom Waits, which has been described as a series of evocative images conjuring up a story. And that's exactly what it is. Well, the smart man is on Hollow, and the moon is in the street, and the shadow boys are breaking all the laws. And you're east of East St. Louis, the wind is making speeches, rain sounds like a round of applause. Napoleon is weeping in the carnival saloon, his invisible fiancé's in the mirror. And the band are going home, it's raining hammers, it's raining nails. It's true there's nothing left for him round here. It's time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time that you love. Time, time, time. And they all pretend they're orphans, and their memories like a train. You can see it getting smaller as it pulls away. And the things you can't remember tell the things you can't forget. History puts a saint in every dream. She said she'd stick around until the bandages came off, but those mama's boys just don't know when to quit. And Matilda asked the sailors, are those dreams or are those prayers? So close your eyes, son, this won't hurt a bit. It's time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time that you love is. Time, time, time. Now things are pretty lousy for a calendar girl. The boys just dive right off the cars, splash into the street. And when they're on a roll, she takes a razor from her boot, and 1,000 pigeons fall around her feet. So put a candle in the window, put a kiss upon his lips, till the dish outside the window fills with rain. And just like a stranger with the weeds in his heart, play the fiddler off till I come back again. It's time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time that you love is time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time, time, time that you love is. Time, time, time. Thanks very much, those of you who could join me. It's always a joy to play. It would be nice to see sort of audience faces, but this is the the modern world at the moment, and I will be putting this out on my Facebook page, so you will be able to watch it again, anybody that's not caught it this time, and I hope to be doing it again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.